Sylvania smart light bulbs. Not so smart. The app is even worse. I bought these because I like doing these YouTube videos. And obviously, I'm spending my own money here. No one's paying me to do any of this. Trust me, it's costing way more than, well, it's not making anything. I wanted to be able to adjust the light so that the videos look better and all the lights in the room would match. And I just wanted to be able to, get into the Wi-Fi game, control parts of my house with the phone. I thought it would be fun and easy. I've had a lot of friends use other products that worked really well, fairly flawlessly. I even had a friend suggest these to me. Well, I don't know if he had any issues getting them installed. We didn't go through all that. He just told me I needed something like this and showed me how the lights would change. You can do color with this one if it worked. And these you can adjust the temperature of the light. So more blue, more yellow. It's all measured in Kelvin. But anyway, the smart home app that these are supposed to work with has 2 stars on Google, and actually everything I've read is 1 star. Lots of people having trouble actually getting the app to even work. There's people trying to do class action lawsuits against Sylvania because they won't support the lights. They've had people admit that the app didn't work properly. These were techs that worked for Sylvania. In my opinion, in 2020, you should be able to buy a smart product. Any product really should be working almost right out of the box. I understand having to update something, but it needs to be able to connect to do that update. That would be helpful. So this product, in my opinion, it's trash. It's literally trash. It's going back. I'm doing this review after spending 3 hours trying to get them to work properly. There's only 3 bulbs here. It's not like I was trying to make the whole house work on Wi-Fi. It was 3 bulbs. I went through every step that they suggested. I went through every step that was suggested on websites. 3 hours. I'm a pretty savvy guy. If I can't get something that's supposed to be this simple working in 3 hours, it's not my fault. The product's trash. Like I said, these are going back immediately as soon as I'm done with this video. Luckily, I still have a receipt. I just bought these today. I haven't spent weeks like some people have. There have been people on forums, unfortunately. Well, there was one guy who installed Wi-Fi products in people's homes for a living. That's what the man did. He made $30 an hour doing it. So he wasted $500 of his own time trying to get these products to work in his own home. That's pretty bad. The guy actually does it for a living and is not going to get any compensation for it. So as far as actually trying to get these to set up, you may have had success with these lights. Every time they roll out a new update, the light won't work. It has to be updated as well, which is another thing to look at. Possibly these sat on the shelf for a few months and they have an update that they need. But I'm sorry, after you spend $50 for some lighting, you're not going to spend days trying to figure out how to update a light. That's just, it's uncalled for. It's a bad product. When you can go into a big box store, buy a product, plug it into your light, and it work within a few moments of another brand. It's looking like Sylvania was just trying to put something out on the market to keep up with everyone else, and their physical product seems pretty good. I mean, it's put together well enough. It came on and lit up. However, its connectivity and the actual app that runs it looks to be where the problem is, which is a huge deal. I'm not running Google Home or Alexa or iHome or any of that stuff. I wanted to use the app directly off my phone. won't work. One of the worst examples that I've seen, and I've seen a lot of examples, is this gentleman right here. This is the guy I was telling you about who actually does this for a living and makes like $30 an hour. He spent 6 hours trying to set up 10 Sylvania bulbs, talking about how now he has $100 worth of worthless products in his home. That was on the 15th of July. I'm just going to scroll down here because this guy stayed on this for almost a month just because he wanted to figure it out. That's what he does for a living. So he wanted to be able to solve the issue for other people in the future. You would think that Sylvania would be on board with that guy and want to help him out and make their products work because he's the guy out in the field installing this stuff for people. His fourth update here, this is 13 days later, and he's talking about filing a class action lawsuit. He's trying to get people on board against Sylvania to do this class action lawsuit, which is pretty bad when they won't work with somebody who does it for a living. That's basically their bread and butter. They just absolutely don't care, apparently. And when I typed in, you know, Sylvania bulbs not working, not connecting, things like that, I expected maybe 1 or 2 posts to be up here because I didn't think it was going to be a big issue. But wow, this has been going on for years apparently. Some of the older posts for 2017, 2018, you'd think they'd have it fixed by now. That's a couple of years, a few years in some cases. So what do? You choose a different product. That's what you do. Don't buy the Sylvania lights. I'm not trying to get on here and tell you what to do. Obviously, this is just my opinion of them, but you know, 3 or 4 hours after purchasing the lights and getting home and they're still not working, you tell me if that's what you want to deal with. Anyway, guys, doing the best I can here. Have a good day.